Yeah, I never beat the game, period. First time I beat this game, technically, if we're going by Origins rules, was Origins, but the problem is this still doesn't use the same rules. So you still have a problem of, I don't know if this counts for a game player of the original because of not having, like, lives. Hi, Palisade, welcome on in. Can't stay long, but cheering you on. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it. So wait, why am I locking in so much? I have to cast someone. Let's get Fox go. Oh wait, hey, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Hi, Star. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Pat the good Fox girl. Oh, thank you. I don't know why that caught me off guard so much. I think it was the delay between the raid and the head path that threw me off. You've done it legit. Yeah, I still need to go through like actual Sonic ones sometime. Again, I don't know why that works on me. Oh my god, Uni. I think you'd like Uni, it's just a matter of like... I don't know if I can recommend you going through Xenoblade 3 anytime soon, how long Xenoblade 2 is taking. Oh, there's Poppy. I'm sensing a theme with these emotes. At the moment. I need more emotes. I need to actually figure out a way to, like, get emotes. And by that I mean, like, literally talking to people. Yeah, yeah, Ryan has a lot of Xenoblade emotes. I know there's a Nia in there somewhere. I actually found someone made an outfit for Nia in Vroid. And so there's a temptation to use that if I ever stream Xenoblade 2. It's actually not the main outfit, it's a swimsuit outfit. Which is interesting. It actually looks nice though. Nia's swimsuit in 2 is actually not bad, from what I recall. But yeah, I've been tempted to stream Xenoblade 2 as part of this series. I just don't know if I want to put myself through that. Cause like, if I want to commit to the series of like, oh, playing the games that changed my life, basically. 2 counts. 3 counts. Nier Automata. Final Fantasy 9, 10. I guess I could throw a 13 in there. That would sort of count. Like, Jesus, that's a lot of RPGs. Thousand Year Door would count. Super Paper Mario. So yeah, needless to say, this series, despite being 50 games, might take a little bit of time. Which is why I haven't done a game clear stream for a while, because it's like... I'm kind of emphasizing this series because it's like something that I wanted to get through relatively smoothly. That's all the Xenoblade emotes? Yeah, that looks like all of them. What is that? Oh wait, that's a flip, okay. Loving RPGs and being a streamer is a curse. Yeah, I really feel that. It's like I'm over here like, oh, Clear Obscure looks really nice. I'm not streaming that game, even if I get it, because like that's probably about 30 hours from what I've heard. The other RPG I really want to stream at some point is Final Fantasy V. I don't know if I want to do a Fiesta, or if I want to do a vanilla run. I don't know if doing a first playthrough Fiesta is a good idea based on things I have seen in the past, but I would not have the issue of backseating like some would. FF5 is fun, and you mostly do RPGs thanks to Smash, right? That was kind of your incentive for that. The other thing I'm debating is Guilty Gear, because vaguely gestures at everything about me. I think I'd be able to play a lot of Guilty Gear for this series. My only hurdle is, do I go through every arcade mode? Because do I want to put myself through that hell, basically, is the question. Also, I should have said this after the raid, but yeah, followers are anonymous. Because I know I get very nervous seeing my name pop up in the streams, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I decided to make followers anonymous. And Freeze as a guide, yeah, I know Freeze is offered for me as well to help me through 5. I really want to play 8 also. Those are like the last 2 classic Final Fantasies I've not finished. And yeah, there's a reason I didn't want to get the Chaos Emeralds here. Hey, what if I streamed Danganronpa? It wouldn't be completely, like, unspoiled, because I know most of, the story of 1 and 2. 3 would actually, well, V3 would actually be mostly unspoiled. I actually learned something really wild, that one of the main writers for the older Guilty Gear games, and I also actually worked on the Dual Rollers, actually was, involved in regular 3, adapting Kodaka's writing into an anime format. So there is a connection in the writing of Guilty Gear and Danganronpa 3, if you can believe it. Thank you for and you're welcome for the cursed knowledge. I've been massively hyperfixating on Dual Rollers though. Again, if you know how I operate, this should not be a surprise. Anime was a choice. I know there's like some weird thing where it like alternates past and present, so you have to like alternate episodes or something really weird. I don't know specifics though. Oh no, save yourself? Oh, that bad, huh? I know the twist of V3. I'm gonna be, like, just transparent about that. It's like, I know the twist ending of V3. I don't know all the details that lead to it, though. It's like, you know, it's kind of hard to avoid some spoilers on V3 with how much it was heavily discussed when released. I think I've told the story before. Oh god, Persona would count. Oh no. God, what am I getting myself into? I'm debating, because this also counts, maybe skipping Golden and just doing Arena. Just because I don't think I have the stomach for Persona 4 anymore. As much as I, you know, do feel like it was a life-changing experience in a way. Oof, parts of Persona 4. But hey, maybe we'll get that remake in the 4 years that it takes me to do all the other RPGs I've said I want to do. Did 90 hours over 6 months? Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do Golden. Cause like, if we want to go by games that like had a profound impact on my life, Portable would count. 4, and yeah, mostly just vanilla 4, unfortunately. And then Persona 5. All those games did have a profound impact on my life in different ways, so like... Fear. Intense fear. Yeah, maybe I should just do Arena, because that was like the first Arxis fighter I played, so it is a game that has significance, and it kind of would also like be able to represent Persona, but not actually make me play through an entire Persona game. Again, basically my wish list for a Persona 4 remake is just fix Yosuke. That's literally it. I have my grievances with other parts of the game, but I understand it's a conflict of what I want versus what the writers had in mind. But like, fix Yosuke. That's all I have to say on that. Just make him less bad, please. See, like Teddy almost feels like an asshole, and but like Teddy, it feels more deliberate, I think. With Yosuke, it's just like kind of... The cut content for Yosuke is basically what I'm alluding to at the moment. And it's like... That alone being included, I think would make Yosuke a lot more tolerable. In terms of like having an actual arc there. With Teddy, his arc is being the goofy mascot character in a way that's like... I don't think anything can fix Teddy, I'm gonna be real. God, bubbles take forever to spawn in Sonic 1. I forgot about that. It's funny how much my friends are able to call me out on things. The amount of times I've been like assigned a character and they're absolutely right is like making me question a lot about myself. I was just thinking about a talk I had about Persona 5 where someone's like, oh, you'd probably like this character, huh? And I'm like, god damn it. Is that am I that easy to read? And like the Nia thing earlier. Hey game? Okay, thank you. Wow, that took forever for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't like all the close calls we're having, but that's just Labyrinth Zone for you. Oh, shit. Oh, hi, Zon. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, chat, can I make a request? Oh, ads? Oh, damn. Well, I guess I should wait on my request then. I thought I turned pre-rolls off. It's really weird. But yeah, I have so many ideas for emotes, and I keep being wishy-washy on them. Cause like, my problem with emotes is I keep going back and forth on if I want emotes of my model, if I want emotes of characters I like. And yeah, I keep kind of going back and forth on which I would prefer. I mean, the actual answer is, you know, why not both? Just do a mix, but... yeah, if I'm commissioning friends, for example... do a bunch... yeah, to get a bunch and replace them how you feel. Yeah, the only problem with that is money. With like, because I want to commission my friends. Silver let me have the Yippee emote for free, and heavily stressed that. But like, in general, I would like to get to the point where I'm able to commission everyone. I'm gonna have to wait for another bubble. Okay, at least it wasn't as much of an ass this time. Again, Sonic Adventure 2 is also a very significant game for me, but again, it's one I already heavily covered a couple months ago. The only things I don't think I really talked about during that playthrough is like how much time I spent like obsessing over the characters, just like basically fanfiction levels of for Sonic Adventure 2 specifically. Like, I loved Sonic Adventure 2. I think the game is kinda... it's got some interesting design quirks nowadays. But it's one that I think still holds a very near and dear place in my heart. You know, warts and all. Yeah, I kind of understand that, Son. I have a lot of extensions for different things, and I feel like the extensions help in some ways, but then make other things are like, oh, we don't like it when you do that. What the hell, game? Please give me air. I want to breathe. I want to breathe is just kind of me a lot of times in spring, if I'm being real. A lot of times I make like jokes that I don't know if that even counts as self-deprecating, because I'm just kind of acknowledging my medical condition more than anything. But I wonder how concerning that sounds, like out of context. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to breathe. It used to be worse. We'll get to that. If I do Thousand Year Door, we will get to that, because I would have a story about my inability to breathe, because Thousand Year Door kind of helped me distract me and helped me to, oh shit, helped me to get through a really bad, like, breathing spell. So yeah, again, I have a lot of reasons why Thousand Year Door is, like, an extremely influential game, and again, for years, I said it was my favorite game of all time. Like, straight up. Like, no contest. But then it got contested by Xenoblade, because, like, a lot of reasons. Like, you know, I feel like Xenoblade helped me find myself, specifically 2, which is, like, the funny part. You know, 1 is, like, the critical darling, I almost feel. Do they really not give you rings? No wonder people hate this. Yeah, Thousand Year Door is still number 2 for me, which is, like, you know, nothing to sneeze at, obviously, but, you know, Xenoblade 3 really hit for me, in a lot of ways, so Xenoblade 3 is my go-to for my new favorite game of all time. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, wait for the fireball there. I hate this. Okay, we're alive. Yeah, people are always critical of their favorite games, because that's, like, why it's your favorite. It's almost... This is a weird-ass analogy, so please bear with me. But it's like... being able to critically examine something is actually a good thing. I actually feel this way strongly about gender, of all things. You know, like, I've been hearing the term cis plus thrown around a lot lately, and I think it's actually very, like, good to be able to actually examine oneself like enough on like a deep level to actually, like, you know, decide, hey, maybe I'm just totally cis, kind of, or maybe I'm not cis, but just I think it's actually healthy to do, like, deep reflection on things. But, like, you know, again, this is a weird analogy and might be a bit of a stretch, so I do apologize if this is not landing. But it is a case of, like, I feel the same way about, like, critiquing a lot of things. Like, just what I like is a case of, like, I like going really deep with, like, analysis of things. Like, being able to look at, like, Xenoblade 2, and it's like... I could do without the titty cam of Pyra sometimes. However, the game might have cracked my egg. So, I still have very fond memories of this game. Maybe that's why I'm bringing it into gender, because Xenoblade 2 is a gender game for me. Again, I don't even know if it cracked my egg or not. The timeline vaguely lines up, but again, I straight up cannot remember what made me initially be like, hey, I might be trans. Like, I literally can't tell you, and it kind of drives me mad a little bit that I can't, you know, I don't have, like, a fun story to share of, like, oh, I was at this time in this place and this was the exact moment where things are starting to come together. It's like, yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, cis plus is a cool concept because, yeah, there's a certain level of reflection that I think is just kind of healthy to do in general. But again, maybe a bit of a reach for what I'm trying to apply it to in this circumstance, but it's okay. So I'm trying to come up with an analogy here. I don't know if it's quite hitting. Yeah, just recently, even before yesterday, it would have made sense after yesterday, but it's like even before yesterday, a couple of people have been able to actually call me Nia, and it's like, it kind of hitting, weirdly, and it's like, why is that hitting? Like, that doesn't make sense a little bit, because I kind of haven't really identified as that name, and yet. But yeah, pat this on. If it hits, it hits, yeah. Yeah, I genuinely think, like, self-reflection is very nice. I've definitely done probably more of it than I should have, but... I'm also not gonna pretend like, oh, I'm just, you know, perfect and don't need to do it, because that's definitely not true, I'm gonna be honest. Just very transparent about that. It's a nice nickname, if nothing else. Yeah, that's true. It's been pitched as a nickname, actually. I'm like, I'm kind of tempted to go for it. To, like, take people up on it. Oh, right, these. Okay. Was that with RPGs in general, the other thing I'm considering is trying to schedule times to do RPGs where like friends could be around more and maybe have them help with the reading of dialogue because I will probably perish if I have to read every line out from like Thousand Year Door. So I might try to figure out like times where I can like have friends help out with that if they want to. You have a collab question? Go for it, son. Why is it called a collab if you collab in the cold food, collab out the hot food? When do you want to do that one thing we talked about? Oh no. I mean, when you're free, I guess is the question. Do we want to talk about it now? Or do you want to keep it a secret? Next week, maybe? Yeah, maybe like Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. If you need someone to read things out, let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know on that. I would probably be free next week, streaming-wise. In terms of like schedule. I mean, I don't really have a particularly concrete schedule anyway. To be fair, okay. But yeah, it's like Monday is kind of the one locked-in day where I'm trying to be very consistent about Monday, but everything else is very fluid at the moment. Again, Thursday almost feels like a decent time, just because it doesn't, like, conflict with, well, it conflicts a little bit with one thing, but, like, Zon, since you have, like, stuff on Thursdays usually anyway, it's like, I don't, you know, miss out on as much time, comparatively, compared to, like, you know, Friday, where it's like, yeah, I could just hang out with you all day. Shit, there we go. Don't even remember how many hits this boss takes. Oh yeah, you have to like reinstall OBS. But yeah, basically, because of a dumb joke I made at like 3 AM, no, it was actually like 3:20 AM. I did a joke thing where it's like, I'm gonna stream this really like bad game. If like this thing happens, like if this specific circumstance happens, I will stream this really bad game. And it happened, because of course my luck works that way. But because of that, the topic eventually changed to, hey, what if we do like a race of this game? Like, I don't know if I want to say the name of the game yet, just because it's very silly. I'm having a hell of a time here. Still not done, okay. Well, that works. Middle Seesaw seems like the best one, it's just a matter of if he cooperates. 4 and 20 year time, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a stretch break and drink break soon, once we finish Sonic 2, or Sonic 1. We're coming up on the end of Sonic 1. All we have left is Scrap Brain, which I'm gonna try to break a little bit. There's a speedrun trick. I say speedrun trick, it's actually intended, so it's not like really a speedrun trick. Does this kill? It doesn't. Okay. Alrighty, so far so good. Yeah, Scrap Brain is really mean. It's a pretty rough zone, but it's the final one, so it should be kinda difficult. Fun fact. I'm waiting with anticipation for this trivia. No one has speedrun that game on GBA? Oh my god. Besides one meme run, oh. Interest. A free world record? Oh my god. Well, I guess that does give a hint that this is a GBA game that has been discussed. And then we talked about a different race idea. Do you feel like that'd be really long to do like multiple games in a row? But I wouldn't be opposed on like separate stream days to just like do a race day occasionally. Cause I legitimately would like to try speedrunning. My only issue is just trying to find a game that one I like, and two, I wouldn't hate speedrunning. Cause like I like Celeste, I don't want to like break my hands trying to speedrun Celeste. So yeah, I keep trying to think of like, what would be a fun game to speedrun? I can never come up with anything. So that's just very awkward. Alright, Scrap Brain Zone. Act 2. I don't think these spin as smoothly on original hardware. I think it's a little bit choppier of an animation. Why am I not jumping in the right direction here? Oh my god. I'll check that in a moment, but I'm very intrigued. Oh shit, that's a dead end. Yeah, I'm trying to always think of stuff. Like, I used to, again, I talked about this a little bit before, but I did like a couple runs of Mario 64 back in the day. Got to like half an hour for 16 star, but I don't really like Mario 64 that much. It's fine, and I respect it, but it's not like a game I have a ton of love for, so like speedrunning it would just kind of wear thin after a bit. That's usually the oh my god I get in response to me being a meanie during stream. Hey, remember the swap note? If I say swap note incident, it's gonna make people think of a very different swap note incident though. You've been meaning to suggest something to do as a collab? Only a foggy idea? I'll keep that in mind. I'm kind of debating getting a Sonic crew together to try to race some of the games. The problem is finding games that everyone likes. Like, I know Amy doesn't really like SA2 very much, so that's a problem. So part of me is like, I wonder if I could suggest like a Heroes race. Yeah, like, that's just kind of how Sonic goes sometimes. It's like, trying to find a Sonic game that Sonic fans can all agree on is not the easiest thing sometimes. I say as a Sonic fan. Ow. I know this is the final area, but god, some of these placements are cheap. Oh, that does retract. Oh. Could do the classics. I mean, you can see how good I am at Sonic 1 right now. And figure out if, like... like... You can, like... figure out how the competition's gonna do a little bit from this. The answer is not well, but I also don't like Sonic 1 very much. It is in Fox Girls' favorites by association. More so than I love Sonic 1, because I kinda don't. I think Sonic 1 is actually pretty decent for what it is. I just think it's just got first game syndrome. That's all it is. Sonic 2 is an improvement, and Sonic 3 is a vast improvement. Like, it's not even close, in my opinion. Oh wait, this is actually controllable. Yeah, Sonic fans respect Sonic 1. Yeah, that's how I feel about, again, I was saying this about like Zelda 2 earlier, where it's like, I respect Zelda 2, but I always feel like I'm in pain whenever I actually play it. So one thing with this act, you can actually skip most of it, if you just go like, down here. Wait, is that right? Okay, so yeah, you can basically go down here, skip a bunch of shit, and then not want to scream into the abyss when playing Labyrinth Zone, Act 4. The one time I tried playing the Genesis version, this is where I got walled, because I didn't know about that trick, and I could not get past, the stage, like, the other way. Like, straight up, I did not know how to get past it, so I ended up quitting. I don't think I've ever done Labyrinth, like, quote-unquote legit, on that note. I think I've always beaten it with that trick. I keep saying Labyrinth, it's scrap brain, but you know what I mean. Just gonna gun it at this point. This is the end. Neat. Okay, so all the stuff, this is the final boss, this one's not... Okay. I forgot that we got launched up here. This boss is interesting. I don't know if I really like it that much, just because it's very, like, simplistic. And also a little bit luck-based, because it's like, it kind of depends on if Eggman wants to be in the right spot or not. You can kind of see him as the platform is descending, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. This is like 6 hits or 8 hits, I think. See, I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm really looking forward to Sonic 2, because I think, other than the special stages, which will be a nightmare, I think Sonic 2 will go a lot smoother. Because, like, Sonic 2 is the game I actually, like, grew up with. More so. Again, I had Mega Collection, I had all the classics, but, Sonic 2 is the one I think I put the most time into. At least no Tails. I might do a Tails run, actually. Because Tails is my favorite classic Sonic character. Who could have seen that coming, right? Like, no one could have guessed that. Vaguely gestures at me on screen, like, yeah, I'm sure this is a complete shock to everybody. Shit, okay. We're fine. Mild concern, but we're good. Clearly no inspiration. Can you jump off? Okay, you can't. They block your controls, which is probably good to avoid incidents from people like me who are like, hey, can I just jump off after the ending? I've never seen this before, because I don't think I've ever beat this with Amy. Neat. Amy Rose and Sonic the Hedgehog. This credits medley is great, I will fully say. That was me bumping a tea glass into my microphone. If you heard that, I apologize. So yeah, Sonic 1 is not my favorite. I know it's part of the favorite series, but it's sort of by, you know, wanting to go through all 3 of the classic games for the sake of, like, the complete trilogy, quote-unquote. Again, we're skipping CD, probably. Sorry, CD. Maybe we'll loop back around to you with Gems Collection. Like, hypothetically, I could do Gems Collection, but I don't have as much love for any of those games. I kind of enjoy... I like R, and I like... Shit, what's the other game? Fighters? Yeah, I like both those games well enough. I actually probably like them more than most of the fanbase, to be honest. However, I don't think I like them enough to include them in the series. That's the thing, it's like 50 games, most of them are RPGs. I should probably not stack this too big. At least that's my feeling right now. It's like, I probably shouldn't go too ham with this. Be a little, like, smart with this and not just overload with a crap ton of games that'll take me 5 years to finish. Yeah, this game is good, I think. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's decent. It's a decent starting point, is how I will describe Sonic 1. It's not like my favorite by any means, but it is just decently enjoyable. Probably use a version that either has like the save states from like different collections, or like retry functionality like this one, because actually just playing in vanilla is not the most enjoyable experience. You get this cutscene even if you don't get the emeralds, by the way, which is kind of an oversight. An oversight in Sonic Origins, who could have seen that coming? And suddenly there's the 7th emerald for some reason. They're going to South Island, but weirdly enough, like, the next game in this collection is CD, so that's a little bit awkward, if you're going in, like, order. But actually, if you skip CD, like, it doesn't feel like you're missing out on too much, truth be told. Just because of how the cutscenes are structured. So yeah, we're gonna tackle Sonic 2 next. So, again, too bad for Sonic CD, maybe someday.